Hello everyone, hi, it's Aideen here at Confidence in Singing, and today I'm talking about how we can honour ourselves and our ancestors through music and song. And today the topic is mantras. So mantras are, I suppose, they're any form of spiritual kind of sound, and a lot of spiritual traditions have traditions of repeating prayers over and over again. So things like the rosary are kind of a way of getting into a meditative state of mind and a peaceful state of mind through sound. And prayers, I feel, have a very, very strong power when we feel them and when we kind of put our emotion into them and our intention into them. And I would argue that that's how we need to sing as well. When we sing songs and we put our full feeling and our full intention into them, they actually have a power to reach the listener that it wouldn't have if we were just singing the words. And it's the same with any form of sound that is designed to be prayerful. Sometimes we need to actually really feel the meaning of a prayer in order to allow that to kind of have more power. And today I'm really excited to share with you a form of sound meditation that I've used for, well, I think it's about 6 or 7 years now, properly kind of daily. And it's a type of a mantra. And I do use mantras from many different spiritual traditions. I'm not stuck in just one. So if you're staunchly one religion, then this video probably isn't for you, because I'm more open-minded than that. I really feel that there are positives in every religion and every spiritual tradition, and I don't kind of think only one is right. Okay, so if you feel that only one is right, then you can switch off the video now, because I don't want to upset you either, and you're entitled to the way that you feel about it. So I've invited Mike to come in with me today so that we can do some mantras together with you, because when you hear the sound of the voices together, it really is very nice, and I hope that you'll enjoy it. So I'm just going to move this a little. So everybody, this is Mike, my husband. He's the reason I'm here in Michigan these days, and you dragged me over here, didn't you?
I did. I totally did.
We've been on an epic journey, and this time last year Mike was brought into hospital for a very serious emergency heart surgery. And well, that's Sushi wants to come in now as well. You can hear she's scratching at the door. She wants a mantra as well. Hi Lisa, lovely to see you there. So when Mike had his surgery, that's when I realised how much the mantras and my faith in them and the kind of the feeling that I had of support that I felt from divine energy through sound, it really stood to me when that happened, and I was able to be calm and peaceful about whatever the outcome was going to be. And I did have friends that were involved in mantras as well that really supported me through that. So Mike can tell you, was I calm?
You were amazingly calm.
Yeah.
It was surreal how calm and collected she was.
Yeah, I was really, really glad that I didn't freak out because it was a very serious situation. So I want to tell you a little bit about why I do the sound meditation. There's lots of different versions of meditation. You can do silent meditation. You can just close your eyes and say a prayer in your mind, and you can say a prayer spoken, like as in words, Our Father who art in heaven, that kind of thing. But when we add in the pitch and the levels of the sound in mantras, it's more like a song. And when we sing it as a song, it actually is going to integrate both sides of the brain in a different way. The lyrics are activating one side of the brain, the melody and the rhythms are activating the other sides of the brain. And it basically integrates our mind. It helps our mind to become more balanced. And balance is a key thing that we all need in our lives. I think you'll all agree. Today we're talking about honoring ourselves, and I feel one of the first things that mantra helps you to do is to connect with how you feel and to kind of feel more in your own body. Do you know what I mean? You're not flying over into the distance and a little bit kind of ungrounded. You can find your grounding a lot easier when you mantra.
Also keeps you more present, helps the mind quiet down a bit, so you're not constantly thinking about stuff.
Yeah. So let's try one together. So Mike and I are going to do an for you. So the word sometimes spelled O-M, can also be spelled A-U-M. And there's like an so there's almost 3 parts to the sound. So see if you can hear it in the way that we sing it. And there's a lot of different layers of meaning to the sound. One of them is an opening, like a creation, and the U in the middle is like maintaining kind of creation, and then the is like the closing. So it's like so it's like opening, maintaining, closing. So welcome, Roger. We're talking about mantras today, and Mike and I are going to do an for you all. So with the there's no right or wrong way to do this, okay? If you haven't been singing much in the last few days and you try to do you might have the voice crack a little, or it might come out a little bit odd, or you might find a different level than Mike and I are singing, and that's absolutely fine. There's no right or wrong. This is not like singing a song where you have to get all the notes correct in the right order and everything. So it's so simple. But one thing I'm going to suggest before we start is that you try and relax a little at the end of an So when you do that you like almost kind of relax your tummy a little and become, don't wait in a kind of an anticipation for the next one. Let the first one sit. So there should be a second or two in between each one where you kind of just relax. Okay, so is everyone ready to try this with me? Thanks for joining us today. I always sigh before every song or meditation or anything, so let's try it. Very good. So I'm going to do for a little bit longer, we're going to do maybe 10 or 11 in a row in a second, and I hope you'll join in. If you've already joined in, fantastic, and you might feel the vibration of it. So when we do the let that that kind of vibration in the lips vibrate, and just feel it as a vibration. So you're not thinking about anything, you're just feeling the vibration of the sound, because this sound, it's considered to be the sound of the sun, actually, that the actual tone or the sound that the sun makes in the sky is an And I've often heard an if I listen to, there's lots of bees around, and you feel this kind of it's like almost like an as well. So let's do 10 or 11 in a row. I'll count them so you guys don't need to think about it. So you can close your eyes if you'd like to, or you leave them open. It doesn't really matter. Mike and I'll probably close our eyes, will we? Yeah, because we kind of go a little bit more internal with it. Okay. Also,
don't be afraid to. Something I do is kind of slide into the tone. If that's more comfortable for you, that helps me kind of just find
the notes.
Find the note a little better.
Yeah, so it's like
the beginning. If that's more comfortable.
So that's kind of like going from below the note and sliding up to it, and that's fine as well. Like I said, there isn't really a right or wrong for Okay, so just relaxing your tummy. Find a position to sit in that you've a little bit of support behind your back if possible, so you can kind of relax. So just stay seated, relax your eyes, and be with the feeling that you've created. Even in a few ums, sometimes it'll help our cells of our body become more in alignment with divine or light energies. So if you can feel that, let yourself feel it for a minute or two before we open our eyes. And if you were thinking a little bit while umming, don't worry about it. It can take a while to focus in on the and only the It'll come as time goes on. So whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. So if you enjoyed that little section, put a little message in the chat box for us and let us know. I have a really, really good mind in that I can juggle about 20 things at the same time, can't I?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
when I started mantraing, if I was in any kind of stress, I would be able to think about the stress and think about another stress and think about sitting in the chair and everyone in the room and think about the all at the same time. I was like multitasking while I was umming.
I thought I was the only one that did that.
No, everybody does that. I started, the key for me to get out of that thinking while I was umming was to listen to the So listen to the sound you're creating. And while we were mantraing here, we could hear a bird outside. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice. And I could hear Mike's mom downstairs. She was on the phone and she was laughing a little bit. So you can allow yourself to hear what's going on with the be in this moment and listen to the moment. And then when you start to feel any of the energy of the then it's fine to just tune into that and go more inward as well. Mm-hmm. So I'd love to hear if any of you found that useful or helpful. Mike and I actually recorded some of our mantra that we did together. Oh, thanks, Des. Des has said, beautiful energy. Thanks, thanks, Aideen and Mike. You're very, very welcome, and thank you for joining us. So Mike and I actually recorded and Mike put some of his magical. What do you put in the background of the music? Yeah.
Sonic pixie dust.
Sonic pixie dust. I think he just means like
moody.
Yeah. Some music. Nice extra music in the background with the and we recorded it for Mike's mother before we came over here as a way to help her to tune into us and to relax more. So if anybody watching, whether you're watching right now or watching replay, if any of you want that, I'd like to give you a gift of that mantra on an MP4, and I can send it to you by Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp or email, whatever suits you. So just message me and let me know that you'd like that, and then you can practice your on your own. You're very welcome, Lisa, Mary, and I really enjoyed it. So I'm really glad you came. And did you both along with us? I'm sure you did. So the first thing that happens to me when I started mantraing was I started to tune into myself. And I started to feel more in the moment, okay? And more peaceful with who I was. I became more compassionate towards myself as well, and more loving towards myself. I wasn't as hard on myself. And I also noticed that after, doing mantras regularly for maybe a number of months, I started to feel like this kind of blanket of nice energy around me, like a cozy blanket. Yeah. So, that's great, Lisa. I'm glad you could feel it and you were joining in. Yeah, the you can feel it in your face, and you'll start to feel it in your body as well. Allow the sound to come up from deep within. And if you suffer from any jaw tension, now this is the singing teacher in me, maybe a little massage for the jaw, just to make sure that your mouth is relaxed and your isn't tightening the teeth at all. Yeah. Oh, Tina, you're here. Lovely to see you. And I'm glad you enjoyed that. And so with the like I said, it becomes like this, like almost like a blanket of nice energy around me. When I was studying kind of personal development, I used to think that any energy I felt was positive energy. I just thought that everything was divinity, you know, and then I realized, hang on, not everything is in alignment or at a high vibration of light, okay? So we're always looking to kind of elevate, to connect in with the higher level of vibration. So in any kind of activity that we do that helps us, whether it's, you know, meditating or self-care, we can do it at different levels, and we're always looking to try and get to the most kind of pure version of it. And to me, it got purer and purer and purer as I did it. So I would suggest, if you're just starting off, you would like to actually to connect with yourself and connect with divine energy through mantra, use the recording. So contact me and message me, and I'll send you the recording of the that we just did. And if you're just started watching us, go back and you can watch the beginning of this in a few minutes and join in with the ums and see, do you like it? But everybody who's watching the replay or live is very welcome to a copy of the that Mike and I recorded for his mother, and then you'll be able to practice the together. And really remember that what I said earlier, which is relax a little bit at the end of an So don't go like that, where you're kind of anxiously kind of awaiting the next Always settle a little bit and then again. So Mike, what's your favorite mantra?
My favorite mantra?
Yeah, do you have one?
The Inahun is my favorite.
Inahun, yeah. There's a specific mantra that the group that we go to that has a lot of power. So here's another aspect of the mantras that's important for anybody who wants to learn mantras or is interested in this thing. When we see a mantra on the internet or something and we start singing it or using it, that can be good. But what would be even better is if somebody who has practiced a mantra over and over and over and over and over again and has built up that energy in their own physical body and in their life, and then it gives the mantra to you, then it has an extra power or energy. And that's why in India you kind of have your master and they give you the prayers to do, and there's like a lineage of kind of power that somebody, like say our teacher might have done the Inahun. I'm thinking he must have done trillions of them, because I know he used to do it a lot, for years and years and years. And so that's the mantra that's very powerful within the group that we go to. And is a very powerful one regardless. But I'm giving it to you, and Mike is giving it to you, and from our energy to your energy as a gift. Okay, so that's the version of the If you haven't been given an by a different teacher, here's the right? We're going to give it to you guys, and we can send you the copy, and I'll definitely send it on to you, Lisa. I see that you said that you would like it. So if anybody has any questions about mantras, I mentioned earlier, before a lot of people have joined, that a lot of spiritual traditions have versions of prayers that are repeated over and over and over again to bring you into a meditation state, and the rosary is one of those. So you're kind of repeating the same prayer over and over and over and over, and it brings you into a kind of a deeper sense of peace, because your mind is relaxing with it. Okay, and I love the mantras because it adds in the song version. So it's like there's a pitch, there's a level, and it is very I don't know, like it's like like someone rocking you to sleep, where there's this kind of repetition and predictability that goes along with it. And it's very good for your brain waves, to help calm anxiety. And to me, when you calmed anxiety and you've started to feel more relaxed in yourself, that's when we get insights. That's when we know more what is appropriate to do next. We don't feel as unsure of ourselves. Oh, thank you, Catherine, for joining us. I think we'll do another mantra. Mike, will we do Yanur?
Sure.
Yeah. So the Yanur is basically divine light. That's all it means. And it comes from the 99 names of God. And it is a beautiful one. So I normally sing, we do it there. Yanur. So let me just write it in here. J-A-Y-A, sorry. And Noor, N-O-O-R. Oh, this one. Yeah, Noor. Okay, great. You can see it there. Okay, so with this one, don't overthink it either. Listen to the sound, and if you are feeling a little bit over anxious or something, just listen to the sound that Mike and I make. But when you can join in and listen to your own sound, it'll even get you more, feel more powerful for you. Okay, I'll come back to Des's comment now in a second. All right. So I like to hold the Noor and let it kind of, I don't know, echo into the room. So relax your tummy at the end of each one and just join in. And if it doesn't sound perfect, don't worry. You ready? Beautiful. Well done, everybody. So each one, like Om or Yanur, will have a slightly different energetic feel to it. And they also, the different sounds can actually be very good for healing and kind of the chakra system, where we have different energy in different parts of our bodies. It can help with that. And we really are always just looking to connect with ourselves, you know, more deeply, to feel more connected to ourselves, and then to the positive energies around us that sometimes we feel disconnected from. Sometimes we feel very lonely, we feel very alone, nobody understands us, and we can find it hard to connect with people. But when we connect with ourselves and connect with this kind of beautiful energy that's with us all the time, that we kind of forget about and we get disconnected from, when we get connected to that, we end up being the one that other people can feel that love from and that light from. And that's really the key.
I think we recorded that one too, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. We did.
Recording that one.
So if anybody wants the recording of Yanur and the Om, just let me know. So that's about it for today. Des made a comment earlier, so he was talking about the Taizé chants within our darkest night. I'm not familiar with it, but I think Taizé was one of the first times I was introduced to chanting or mantras. Chanting and mantras, basically it means the same thing, only I think chanting is the word used in some of the more Christian spiritual traditions, and mantra is the word used by the in Sanskrit and in different kind of Indian traditions. So I wouldn't worry too much about which word you use, but anything that brings you into a peaceful state of mind and that comes from somebody that you can trust, then I think it's useful. So thanks for joining me today, and for people who are watching the replay, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to be starting a mantra class, so there's going to be a weekly class where I spend about an hour talking about the mantras, or talking about the teachings that have helped me the most. So it's all from personal experience, okay? I'm not stuck in any one religious thing. I believe that spirituality is universal. I believe that there is positive, that people can connect with God through any religion, and there's a pure version of that energy in every religion, and it's all about raising the vibration up to the purest version of whatever you're involved in, and finding that peace within yourself and feeling it as an experience within your own body that can help nourish you and help you feel supported in your life, ease feelings of anxiety, and help you to be more positive and move forward in a positive way to do things in your life that you want to do. So that's it from me. Mike, would you like to, any final words?
No, that was well put.
Thank you, Mike. So thanks for joining me, Catherine, Lisa, Stuart, I see you joined us for a bit, Tina, Roger, and I think that was everyone, Des. So thank you for joining me. That's the last day. I've also got my group singing classes. Doors are open for that, for starting in October on Tuesday and Wednesday nights, Ireland time. And if you're interested in doing singing, let me know. If you're interested in doing mantras, let me know. And I hope to see some of you again soon. Bye.
See everybody.
Thank you.